Hi, I just was sitting here and talking out loud. My daughter's right here. And I was talking kind of to her and to just out loud to God. And I was saying that the whole world was distracted with social media while the governments of the world were preparing for or planning to invoke a war, start a new world system that they're doing. And what I started thinking about was it didn't even start with social media. It started with TV. It started with movies in Hollywood. I have to do this. It started with movies in Hollywood and how the movies in Hollywood created these movie stars, and then the world became obsessed with these beautiful movie stars who had, now we see people who are now acquiring a lot of money and a lot of wealth and a lot of things and homes and trips and just fanfare, and receiving a lot of these things. And it becomes something that is implanted into the hearts of the people that are watching the programming that's happening on the inside. It didn't start with us. It actually started in the garden, let me just say that. But it didn't start with us. And our parents were programmed, our grandparents may have been programmed in this way. And so now, when it comes to social media, we are actually just living out this fantasy of how the fantasy that Hollywood pushed on us to be able to have an audience, to be seen, to do all the things, act, or just talk like a talk show, have commentary, do your arts, do whatever it is, performance, dance, music, whatever it is. We were all given the opportunity to do the thing that was put out before, that gave us a desire to know what that feels like, to know what that felt like for celebrities, and then just completely kind of just pushed the celebritydom to the side a bit. I mean, because when there was a time when we didn't know what a celebrity was doing at all, ever. We never knew, and we could never know because we didn't have cameras that followed them everywhere they went. But now, then it became paparazzi, and the paparazzi started following them around, and rumors and things, made up stories were made up about them. Celebrities were dying, celebrities were divorcing, celebrities were making money, celebrities were doing this, and having ODing, having addictions. It was so much going on, and we were still fascinated with it because we didn't know what they were doing outside of the work that we saw. And then once social media hit and people were like, wow, I can actually connect with my favorite celebrity. And then that happened. And then downfall started happening. And then people started rising up, being able to make money. I mean, tons of money off of social media, becoming wealthy, being able to become their own celebrity and showing others what life looks like when you have wealth, when you have things, and when you do things according to the standards of social media, where okay, if you do it this way, you can get it like this. If you do it that way, you could get it like that, and you could always find a way to make money. And everybody was starting offering cap classes, master classes, and even prophetic classes. I mean, just all types of things where people were desiring to make money or earn some wisdom, gain some wisdom on even how to make money or get closer to God, or whatever the spiel was for the person. I'm not saying that it was all fake, but I'm just saying that some of it was, and probably a lot of it could have been. So, but what I'm saying is now that we are actually living in the time where the distraction has been pretty much fulfilled by the needs of the content, not the content creators, by the needs of Silicon Valley, the tech people, the governments. Enough distraction has been had, and enough turmoil has happened on social media where whole societies or whole belief systems or whole groups of people, classes of people don't like the others because of this or because of that, and it really leaves a scarcity mentality for all of us, which creates the perfect environment for when there is hardly anything. Then you become the thing. Now you become something else. And my suggestion is that you find your identity. We find our identity in Christ. Because if we find our identity in Christ, no matter what happens, we know who we are at all times. We know who we belong to. We know who's going to take care of us. We know who's going to keep us. So we don't have to worry about, or we don't have to be tossed to and fro. We don't have to go from one belief system to a next, or fight with this person or fight with that person, because we know who God is. We know who God is in us, and we know that he has us and we are in him. And that's really all I wanted to say. All right. All right. God bless you.